Hello YouTube, welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to start my video on fascism. So, fascism, mostly just associated with oppression and drab clothing, which however is not untrue, is not the full story. Totalitarian rule is done by rising to power through pleasing the people and showing power. Leaders throughout history had used power pleasing the people to gain popularity among people and gain the trust, the most famous example being Adolf Hitler. Hitler used the power of pleasing the people by giving them pride, the pride to be able and find an identity. He specifically did this by using the swastika as a symbol of Aryan heritage, as a Germanic swastika was found on ancient items. Hitler used the works of German scientist Heinrich Schliemann, who thought that the hooked cross was a symbol of their ancient ancestors, as said by the United States Holocaust Memorial Museum. As history has always showed, please the people and you will win their favor. Romans often did this by setting up gladiator fights at the Colosseum at the expense of state tax dollars to entertain the people and keep them distracted from more important government matters. As Lord Byron put it best, while stands a Colosseum, Rome shall stand. When falls a Colosseum, Rome shall fall. And when Rome falls, the world, as said by Western Indiana University. Which shows, by the power that pleasure has had over the people, please the people and you'll get your way. Leaders can also control the people by not only giving what they want, but by isolating them and filling their heads with answers, which came in the form of state-made propaganda, which is the root of fascist censorship. Hitler often used Jews as a symbol of evil in Nazi propaganda. He depicted them as sinister, dirty people with dark backgrounds behind them to make them look ominous. Since it supposedly had these traits, this enabled German people to have an evil scapegoat to blame their woes on, as the United States Holocaust Memorial Museum states. The Nazi regime employed propaganda to impress upon German civilians and soldiers that the Jews were not only subhuman, but were dangerous enemies of the German Reich. The regime aimed to elicit support or at least acquiescence for policies aimed at removing Jews permanently from areas of German settlement. One very strange form of showing how great a leader is supposedly by making his name slightly bigger when an article is written. In the case of North Korea, one of the most isolated countries in the world, it is a practice of the North Korean government. As a report from BBC says, the names of Kim Jong-un and the former leaders are slightly bigger in North Korean screens. The North Korean government does this to exert that the leaders are in charge and should be recognized. Finally, power flaunting is a huge factor in keeping up a fascist society. It is not exactly harmful to parade tanks around and just enjoy the cheers that people give the leader for giving their country such a strong army. Hitler used military parades to give the illusion that Germany had a strong army and that Germany was superior to all, in the sense that he supposedly had the power to take over the world with their advanced weapons. He often had the street decorated with swastikas all over the place, so the symbol of power would stay ingrained into people's minds. In fascist Italy, Mussolini used symbols such as the eagle with sticks and an axe to show that he has power over life and death, and the black uniforms given out to his soldiers are the symbol of death of people. Mostly of the fact that black is the color of death, and since his soldiers wear this color, it shows the power of life and death that he has over his people. So to conclude, fascism is a government system that has a backstory to it like any other government. So have a good day and don't forget to subscribe.